We should be live now.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Wagner, Judge Michael Wagner. I will be presiding over your matters today. Madam Clerk has already gave you all of the ground rules. I need everyone to keep your microphone muted until we call your case. There is nothing that you're going to miss by keeping your microphone muted. As you can hear my voice right now, you will hear everything. So just keep it muted. Only do when we want or you want to talk and be heard by the entire court. This is the only time you unmute your microphone. All right, we're going to start with Mr. Lawrence Mullins. Mr. Mullins, unmute your microphone. State your full name, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lawrence Richard Mullins.
Mr. Mullins, let me do this. Raise your right hand and state your full name again, please.
Lawrence Richard Mullins.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Mr. Mullins. Mr. Mullins, you have ticket number SP139712001, the People versus Lawrence, LAWRENCE, Mullins, MULLINS. Mr. Mullins, on this ticket number, your charge is charged with leaving the scene of a property damage accident. You also have SP139712002, failure to report an accident. SP139712003, no insurance on your vehicle. SP142742221, improper license. Were those all of the tickets, counsel? Were there any other ones that were not on the docket? I mean,
just those four, Judge.
That's the four. And what is the offer, Madam Clerk, or Ms. Rogers?
I didn't get an offer, Judge, because we're just going to set them for a bench trial.
Okay,
Mr. Mullins,
that's fine. Mr. Mullins, you had an opportunity to speak with counsel today. Is that correct?
Correct.
You had the opportunity to go over the two different types of trials that you could have. Is that correct?
I don't know.
Well,
two different trials.
Yeah, two different types of trials. You can have a jury trial, sir, or you can have a bench trial. Some people also refer to that as a judge trial, where with the jury trial, you'll have 6 people that will listen to the evidence and make a determination if the evidence rises to a level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, or you can have
do the bench trial.
You will have the bench trial. Very well. All right, Mr. Mullins, for a trial date, we will give you, there is a benefit to a bench trial, and that is the trial dates are a lot closer. Jury trials can get pushed way out because we have 30 judges in the building, and they all get to have jury trials. And you certainly cannot have everybody with a jury trial in every day, so it gets spread out for each judge. Your trial date, sir, will be August 29th. August the 29th at let's see, wait a minute. Madam Clerk, these dates that you sent me, are these the right dates? Because the top of the docket for the date says July the 14th. Are these
it's the right date, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. August the 29th, sir, at 9 a.m. August 29th at 9 a.m. If you have anyone, a witness or someone that could come and testify on your behalf, have them come out on August the 29th at 9 a.m. And first thing you have to do is let me know that they are a witness on your trial, because if a person comes out there and I don't recognize the name and it doesn't look like they're on my docket, I don't know they're a witness on your case. So when you come out, you let us know that you have witnesses come out, and when they come in, they'll let us know as well, and we'll make sure that they are in a room where they cannot listen to the evidence of your case until it's time for them to testify. Oh, the other thing, sir, if you have witnesses that come out, they cannot be co-located with you. They cannot listen to your testimony. You cannot listen to their testimony. So they have to be coming in on a different device. You understand that? You understand that, sir?
I understand.
I mean, you can listen to their testimony while they're testifying, but there's side discussions between. All right. So we'll see you on the 29th, sir. Good luck.
29th at 9?
Yes, sir. 9 a.m.
Thank you.
You can sign off, sir. You're all set.
Hey, Judge, just an FYI, Attorney Upshaw and his client are here present in the courtroom. I'm about to let Sydney know that they're here. The witness for Sydney is out here on Zoom. So I believe all parties are available as soon as Sydney comes back.
Okay. And we'll address that and my not being there as soon as everyone is present.
Okay. I didn't hear you, Attorney. Judge, what did you say the last part? I didn't hear you.
No, I simply said as soon as all parties are there, we will address the fact that I am not present in the courtroom. All the other parties are there and see if there's any objection to me being virtual.
Attorney Zaranick?
Yes,
She just emailed me back. She said 6-month delay. She said it's actually a city ordinance, but I thought the PAC code was a state one, but she said that Officer Robinson said it is a city ordinance, not a state, but either way, they're okay with a 6-month delay sentence. So.
okay. And then and more, was that a dismissal?
Yes, a dismissal and then limited access.
Okay,
And then
Thank
who
you.
else are you going?
I think that was it. Miller, there's one guy not answering, but everybody else is in the courtroom.
Okay. Oh, and APA code was out here. Are we ready to call another case?
I'm ready.
What about Ingram? It looks like she's the dismissal.
It is,
Is she out here? Okay, there she comes.
yes,
Is that Kamikwa?
Good morning.
yes.
Good morning, ma'am. Miss Kamikwa Ingram, unmute you. Well, you're unmuted because you just spoke. State your full name, please.
Kamikwa Ingram.
All right, Miss Ingram, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm? Right hand, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. I think what happens is just a reverse view. You're looking at what I see and you're doing something that kind of mimics it. I'm gonna give you a good reason. All right. All right, Miss Ingram, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may lower your hand. Ms. Ingram, you have ticket number SP 144-53731. The People versus Kamikwa, K-I-M-E-Q-U-A, Ingram, I-N-G-R-A-M. Ms. Ingram, on this ticket number, you have 1 misdemeanor for driving while license suspended. Also have SP 144-53732, misdemeanor for no insurance. And one last one, SP 144-53733. You have a civil infraction for expired plates. Counsel?
Judge, there's a offer just to dismiss all her matters. She did have valid documentation.
Very well. Ms. Ingram, counsel has indicated that the Assistant Corp Counsel, that's the prosecutor for the city of Detroit, has looked at your cases and made a determination that you are now compliant, or you are compliant. I don't know if you were before or not, but you are compliant as a result of that. They are dismissing these cases. So you may sign off. Good luck to you. Stay safe.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You also.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, APA code, I'm gonna put you in there now. Officer Robinson, I'm gonna put you in APA code and breakout room number 2.
He and I spoke. I sent you the offer on that.
Oh, you just sent me an email saying, could I put you on the?
Oh, yeah. That's a 6-month delayed sentence.
Okay.
I'm sorry about
All
that.
right. And I think we're good. Did you have anything else, attorneys already? I know a few other cases they might have had some,
You said Mason, there was an officer that wanted to speak to me, Mason?
Yeah,
no,
that was Officer
Officer
Robinson.
Robinson.
The other one, Paul, was Annie Moore. I'm wondering if we can, instead of a
Because I
6 to
think we had
10,
a couple,
can we
a few
do a
people
1
that
to
had
5?
like, yeah.
Well, I just sent you a chat.
Yeah, I just responded.
Oh. I didn't get it. I didn't get her answer.
For who?
She said I chatted her on Annie Moore and she said she answered, but I didn't get an answer.
Did she email it to you?
I'll check.
Okay. And then, let's see, what else we have? Well, for Annie Moore, that was the, one for the limited access, and then count one will be dismissed.
Yeah, I was trying to see if she'd do a 1 to 5
Oh, okay,
limited access, but I don't know. I didn't get an answer.
okay. Let's see, who else we have out here on the screen? Are we ready on Miss McCord?
We are.
Okay,
That's a plea.
okay, well, let's go ahead and do that one, so that way, at least the people we got out here on the screen, we can take care of them, and then they can go.
What case are we calling?
Nadia McCroy, MCCROY.
I'm sorry, you were breaking up, sir.
Nadia McCord,
No, Nadia McCroy, okay.
Yeah.
Ms. McCroy,
Yes, hello.
raise your right hand and state your full name, ma'am.
I'm Nadia McCroy.
Right hand, ma'am, right hand. Thank you.
I'm Nadia McCroy.
Okay, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes, I do.
You may lower your hand. Ms. McCroy, you have ticket number SP 14448691. People versus Nadia. How do you pronounce it, Nadia or Nadia?
I'm Nadia.
Nadia, Naudya, McCroy, MCCROY. Ms. McCroy, you're charged on this ticket with an unregistered motor vehicle, unregistered or untitled. That's a misdemeanor. You have SP 14448692. You have a misdemeanor for driving while without a license. And you have SP 14448693. You have a misdemeanor for improper plates. You have SP 14451781. You have a civil infraction for no proof of insurance. All right.
Bob Zaranick for Mr. McCroy, Your Honor. Can you state your name, ma'am?
Huh?
Counsel, she already said her name.
Oh, she is going to plead judge to the 8693 improper plate ticket. All the other ones will be dismissed.
Okay. All right, Ms. McCroy,
Yes.
you understand that you have a constitutional right and absolute right to go to trial, but if you plead guilty to anything, you give up that right?
Can you repeat that, please?
You have, ma'am, you have a right to go to trial. You don't have to plead guilty to anything. You can go to court, have the police officer or any witnesses come in and testify. You can cross-examine them, challenge their testimony. You can present evidence on your own behalf. You can call witnesses on your own behalf. You can testify on your own behalf. But all of those things you give up if you decide to plead guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
All right. Ms. McCroy, and are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Madam Clerk, date?
Huh?
March 24th, 2023.
Ma'am, on that date and time, were you driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit with improper plates?
Yes.
The court will find you guilty of that charge, ma'am. The other three will be dismissed. Your fine on that will be $225.
Okay.
And can you pay that right away, ma'am, or do you need time?
I definitely need time.
How much time do you need?
Hmm.
Tell me what you actually need, not what you think I will give you.
Can I get 40 days or?
I'll give you 60 days. How about that?
Okay, yes, that's great.
All right, so 60 days from today's date will be September the 18th. September the 18th. So have it all paid by that date. Let's see now. You don't have to pay it all on that date or all at one time. You can pay it in increments, any kind of way you want to put it together. $10 there, $20 here, however you choose to do it. As long as on September the 18th, the entire 225 is paid.
Okay.
Just so you understand, let's see, what was the other charge? That would have been that's over $500 that's dismissed now. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. Oh, do you know how and where to pay?
Can I pay online?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So you're all set now.
Okay, thank you. Have a blessed day.
You also.
We are ready on Savannah minus.
You mean-
MIN.
Give me 2 minutes, counsel, 2 minutes, and I'll be right with you.
Sure, thanks.
I apologize for the delay, Attorney Zoranik. What's the next one we need to call?
We could do Savannah minus Judge MINUS.
Okay. Ms. Minus?
Yes,
All right, I need you to raise your right hand, state your full name.
Savannah minus.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes,
You may lower your hand, Ms. Minus. Ms. Minus, you have ticket number SX365496661. The People versus Savannah, SAVANNAH. Last name is Minus, MINUS. Ms. Minus, on this ticket, you have a bench warrant, but it's being recalled now because you showed up for court. You were driving with improper license, or the allegation is you were charging with improper license. You also have SX382000641. No operator's license on person, or no operator permit, period. So those are the two counts that you have, ma'am. Both of them are misdemeanors.
Judge, apparently there's 2 other civil infractions that they pulled up.
You're probably in default. What are the case numbers on those, counsel, and the charge?
I'm not sure. I didn't get them, Judge,
I have
from the
them.
city. Okay.
That was you, Ms. Minus?
Yes,
Okay, well, let me ask the question to the attorney first. Counsel, are those civil infractions being dismissed?
They are, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Minus, you said you have 2 civil infractions. What is the case number on it, on each one?
for the first one, it is SP 13364501.
Okay, and what is the charge on that? It's a civil infraction.
6 to 10 miles speeding.
Okay, no, that says you were driving 6 to 10 miles per hour over the speed limit.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
You
you want the next?
Yes, ma'am.
It is SX382000643.
And what's the charge on that?
Expired plates, but I actually paid that ticket July 3rd. It was $228 in cash when I went down to the clerk to get this court date.
You paid it July 3rd. Madam Clerk?
I'm trying to check now, the JIS is acting up, so I have to wait.
Well, ma'am, if you already paid that ticket, then it's already been resolved. That's not an open ticket anymore then if you paid it.
Okay,
But in any event, if by chance you didn't, it's being dismissed today.
okay.
All right. And counsel, you said the charge, the misdemeanor of no operator's license, that's what you would be pleading to today? Or
Yeah, the offer judges to plead to 2 failure to display tickets and have the other 2 dismissed.
oh, okay, Ms. Barnes, I apologize. I thought they were dismissing one of these and you're pleading one. What's happening? You're gonna plead to 2. No operator's license on person. Those are the lowest license charges there are. That suggests that you did have a license, you just didn't have it on you. That's a legal fiction. In this case, it doesn't mean that's the truth. It's just something that gives you a reduced charge. You want to take, and you said you want to take advantage of that today. Is that correct, Ms. Finance?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Finance, you understand that you don't have to plead guilty to anything. You can actually go to court and make the prosecution prove the case against you. You understand that?
Yes,
You plead guilty today, you give up that right. This will all be resolved today. You understand that?
yes,
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, Ms. Minus?
yes.
Ms. Minus on, Madam Clerk, are these tickets at the same time, same date? No, they probably wouldn't be.
I apologize, Your Honor, I was in the midst of having a conversation with counsel.
Okay.
You need the date for which
Yeah,
ticket?
it looks like it's 2 no operator license charges. So
For the ticket ending in 064, count 1, the offense date was December the 3rd, 2020. And for the one ending in 966, count 1, the offense date was December 17th, 2019.
All right, Ms. Minus, on those 2 dates, were you driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without a valid license?
Yes,
court will find you guilty of both of those matters. And the court will give you a fine of $225 each. That's a total fine of $450. And the other matters are dismissed. Ms. Rogers, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here, Judge.
I just wanted to ask you a question about Ms. Minor. She indicated that she had a couple of civil infractions. One was a speeding ticket, and she said she paid that one. So that's.
No,
so
I paid the one with the expired plates.
Oh, you paid the one with expired plates. Okay. All right. So I
The
would
ticket
say-
ending, Your Honor, the ticket ending in 064, count 2 and count 3, she paid both of those, but all her tickets are state tickets.
Okay. All right.
So the counts that were being dismissed are the ones she paid.
Okay, so they're not being dismissed. They've already been resolved. So the state isn't doing anything for her on that. So.
I didn't know that she had already paid them, so that was based off of this, APA thinking that they were still open tickets.
All right, based on that, Ms. Minus, one of these tickets is gonna be dismissed, so, you're gonna have the one charge of no operator's license on a person, and that's $225, not the $450.
Okay.
Can you pay that right away, Ms. Minus, or do you need time?
No, I can pay it today.
Okay, make it tomorrow, ma'am, because we're talking about it right now, but it's not in the computer yet. So if you
Okay.
go out there and go to pay, you're gonna see both tickets out there. So we want you to go out there and just see the only one that you have and the reduction, which is
Okay.
failed to display. All right, Madam Clerk.
Yes.
So she just pled to 2, but one should be dismissed based on payments on the other ticket. So take 641 or 661 and just dismiss one of them, one fine of $225.
Which one am I dismissing?
It could be either one. So just do
Okay.
either one. Just so it's gonna be one fine of $225.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. All right, Ms.
Yes,
Mike. You know
Yes.
how and where to pay?
Yes.
All right, then you're all set. You can sign off. Good luck. Like I said, wait until tomorrow to pay that. So
Okay, thank you. You all have a nice one.
be safe.
Yeah, because everything is moving slow. JIS is keep freezing up too.
That's okay. I see his old record.
Okay. Attorney Durant, are we ready on anybody else?
We are ready on Scott Isro.
Okay.
Got it. Madam Clerk, are these all the tickets or is there anything else out there that's in default, any civil infraction or anything?
It looks like there's on the ticket ending in 358, there's a couple of defaulted tickets, but Madam City Attorney, addressed it on the offer.
Okay. Very well. Mr. Scott Isro,
Yes,
raise your right hand, sir, and state your full name.
Scott Isro.
You swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes, I do.
You may lower your hand, Mr. Isro. Mr. Isro, you have ticket number SP 126666762. The People versus Scott, SCOTT. Last name is Isro, ISROW. Mr. Isro, you're charged with a misdemeanor charge of having an unregistered or untitled motor vehicle. You also have SP 1300358. Improper license, that's a misdemeanor as well. SP 1300381. Improper plates, that's a misdemeanor. 237519161. Driver's license suspended, that's a misdemeanor. And lastly, sir, you have 237519162. unregistered or untitled motor vehicle, that is a civil infraction. I mean, a misdemeanor as well. Those are all of the misdemeanors that are on the record today. Apparently, Madam Clerk has indicated you have a couple of, I don't know how many, some civil infractions, and those are being addressed today as well. Are those civil infractions going to be dismissed, Madam Clerk? Is that what this?
Let's see. I know count 3 is being dismissed. You're talking about the ticket in 358, right?
I don't know. My doctor sheet doesn't have the civil infractions on it. So you indicated when I said I was in this case that there was a couple of
Okay.
civil
Well, the
infractions.
ticket where he's pleading responsible to count 1, 358, count 1 is
358. It's not on my docket, so I don't know that. But there is there's a SP 1300351.
you should have a 358. The ticket ended in 358, count 2 is on the docket. Count 1 he's responsible to, and count 3 is being dismissed.
Okay, that count 3 is what? What's the charge on?
Count 3 is no proof of insurance.
All right, so there is an additional ticket that's out here on a ticket that you have that's not on the docket. Once a civil infraction gets old, it doesn't show up on my docket. I have to go into the computer to see it, and I don't have that up and running. So, but there's another charge out there that is going to be dismissed for no insurance. So, all right.
Yes, I paid $1,000 Friday.
You posted a bond, sir. Right?
Okay, is that what that is? I don't know. I went down there.
Yeah, no, because you can't pay these tickets. You have to come to court.
Okay.
You post
Okay.
a bond just because you probably missed a date in the past. So you post a bond, that is your money. It's not applied to these tickets. If in fact, when we're said and done and you get a fine, if you want to apply that amount, you can do that. But that money was just to ensure that you came to court.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
All right, sir. Counsel?
Judge, the offer was for Mr. Isro to plead to 2 failure to display tickets, 1 improper plate ticket,
Okay.
and reduce
Hold
his
on one
speeding
second.
ticket.
Yeah, all right, but I gotta be able to track that, so when I say it for the record. What tickets are being dismissed, ending in the last 3 digits?
I don't have the exact offer on the
I don't have an offer in front of me, sir, so somebody's gotta tell me what it is. So,
Okay. So, because it's a lot, because he has a substantial amount of tickets.
yeah.
Judge, would you just like me to send you a copy of the offer? Because it's
that would be fine,
okay. I might say it might just work out better that way, because the way she wrote it in.
We're gonna do the hearing. I don't know if you can wait till 11:35 for the start next door and he's on the phone, so I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay. Okay, Judge, I sent it to both you and attorneys already, the offer, so you both can follow along.
You send it to my email or my personal?
I sent it to your personal, because I didn't know if you was having issues with the work one.
Okay. I have a statement coming.
Did you get it, attorneys, right?
I did.
Okay,
I got it now.
okay.
Things are a little slow. And it's a lot of lines going on this side.
We could traffic map.
You're gonna have to buy a laser printer. All right, I see all the arrows and
See why I said it was easier for me to send it to you?
yes, I wouldn't be trying to find this myself. It shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tickets on here. So that means it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There were only 5 on the docket sheet, so there's additional 3 tickets. So
No, it's plead to 4 and dismiss 5, Judge.
yeah, I see that. I just gotta make sure I got the right ones.
Right.
That's okay, I got it. Um,
Were you asking me a question, Judge?
no, I was responding to
Just sorting through it.
Attorney Joanna. Madam Clerk, I do need you to tell me what ticket number P1300358 is, what that is. I don't have that on my.
Count 1 is 11 to 15 miles over the speed limit. And the offer is reducing it to speeding 6 to 10.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Israel, I am not present in the court, and some of these tickets that you have, I don't have because some of them just, I only have the ones that's active, the ones that's in default are not in front of me. That's why I'm going through all of this, trying to figure out what you have, but I've got it down. So what we have, sir, is you have you have 9 tickets, sir. And what the people are doing is saying if you pled to 4, the balance would be dismissed. So is that what you want to do, Mr. Israel?
Yes, sir.
You understand by pleading guilty, you're giving up your right to have a trial and or formal hearing?
Yes, I do.
And are you pleading guilty and or responsible because you are responsible, sir?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Israel on ticket number on ticket number 2375191161 on the date of, Madam Clerk,
Okay, ticket ending in 961.
Yep. 9161.
The date is March 29th, 2023.
On that date, and sir, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit with a suspended license?
Yes, I was.
Okay, on that same date, sir, were you driving a motor vehicle that was not registered?
Yes, I was.
On the first ticket, I'll find you guilty of the amended and reduced charge of fail to display. On the second charge, on the unregistered, untitled motor vehicle, I'll find you guilty of the charge of improper plates. On, let's see.
That?
Yes. Yes, sir.
I said, sorry about that.
Were you saying, were you asking a question, sir?
No, my phone keeps ringing. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay, I couldn't hear it, so I didn't know what you were apologizing for, so. All right, sir. Also on ticket number SP 1300358 on the date, what date is that ticket, Madam Clerk? 3582.
3582, that is January 14th, 2022.
On that date, sir, were you driving in the city of Detroit with an improper license?
Yes, I was.
We're finding you guilty of fail to display a valid license. And the last one, sir, is on the same date of the last ticket. Were you driving? How fast over the speed limit, sir? No, Madam Clerk.
Because I might, it might not be enough time for me to try and sort that out. Just go straight.
Okay, I'll let him, as soon as he finishes up this plea up, Sean, I will ask him.
On the last ticket, Madam Clerk, on ending in 3581.
January 14th, 2022.
And how fast was it going over the speed limit?
The original speed was 11 to 15 miles over the speed limit.
All right. Sir, on that date and time, were you driving at least 11 miles over the speed limit?
Yes, sir.
The court found you guilty, strike that, responsible driving 6 to 10 over the speed limit. All right, sir, your 3 misdemeanors are $225 each. That is a total of $675 for the misdemeanors. For the one speeding ticket, driving 6 to 10 miles per hour over the speed limit is $135. That $135 is a civil infraction. It must be paid within 14 days. So pay that ticket first, sir. The other ticket with the $675, I can give you time to pay that. I cannot give you time to pay the the $135 ticket. So,
Well, that bond I posted,
oh, you can, yes. Did you post it yourself or did someone post it for you?
I did, I posted it myself.
All right, then that's your money. You can have them take the fine out of that and they will refund you the balance.
Okay, that's what I will
The
do.
best way to do that, to make it happen immediately, sir, is for you to come down to the court, show your ID and your bond receipt to show that you paid it, because sometimes family members will post bond, but you can't take a family member's money. That was just to make sure you come to court. So you can go down, show us your money and have them pay all these tickets off right there.
Okay, I'll do that tomorrow.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you much.
Okay, Your Honor,
Yes.
we have Attorney Upshaw and City Attorney. They're ready to go on a case because Upshaw can't wait and he has to go, and Sydney has to do a trial next door, and he won't be able to stay until she finishes the trial. So yeah. Here we
Okay.
are.
So this is a hearing. This is a hearing for the trial names.
Yes, Judge, it's set for an evidentiary hearing today. The people's witness is here. I can try to be ready in the next like 10 minutes. It's a very busy morning. I have a trial next door and testimony has to be put on by 11:30. We might not have enough time, so I might be able to start this one first.
Okay, that's fine.
If we start this one first,
Attorney Upshaw and Madam City Attorney, obviously I am not in the courtroom. Do either of you have an objection to meet? You know, you guys are in the courtroom. I believe this is supposed to be in person, and I apologize for not being here. But I'm the least important person in a hearing, so do either one of you object to me doing this virtually?
no,
Very well. Madam City Attorney?
No objection from the people.
and Judge, with all due respect, I think we could basically stipulate to the if you just want to put your witness on, because I would stipulate, I don't think the facts are in question.
Okay, so then what's the issue? What's the legal issue being if the facts are not in question?
Here, with all respect, here's the issue, Judge. My client was pulled over for suspicion of traffic violation.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. Did you want to call the case on the record and stuff for Madam Court Reporter first before we start?
Well, we can do that. All of this would come in again on the record because I believe, yeah, well, let's do it on the record. So, Attorney Upshaw, your client is there?
Yes,
Mr. Deshaun Mays, raise your right hand, state your full name.
Sean Mays.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Mr. Mays. This is case number Z808447, the people versus Deshaun, D-A-S-H-A-W-N, Mays, M-A-Y-S. Mr. Mays, we're scheduled today for a hearing. You are charged with one count of operating while intoxicated. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Cindy Rogers for the people, P 2072.
and Your Honor, good morning, Randall Upshaw, P number 43574 on behalf of Deshaun Mays. I think the officer is on Zoom also.
Very well. Yes, I don't know if the officer is in the courtroom or in a breakout room right now, but
He's out here, right?
That's him. He's on Zoom, Judge.
He's in the main session, Your
okay, Madam Clerk, not Madam Clerk, Madam Assistant Court Counsel, do we want to put the officer on now, or do you want to do some things with him in the breakout room and outside the hearing of the attorney speaking?
If I could speak to him briefly, and then I also need to go to another courtroom. I have a civilian witness here for another trial. I need to let her know what's going on.
Okay.
So I'm not quite ready on this. I know that Mr. Upshaw does have a conflict.
Judge, but with all respect, with all respect, this is a simple case. The only thing the officer has to say is why hasn't he provided the video? That's all he has to say. His question would take 30 seconds. He'll say why he didn't provide the dash camera, and that's it. And if he makes that statement, there is no other testimony.
Judge, I can begin. So this is not the arresting officer. This is a officer that does technical, things for DPD. And his testimony is regarding why the scout car video is not available for defense and the court today. I do agree with Mr. Upshaw. I believe it will be somewhat brief testimony.
All right, well, let's just go directly to that. I've already called the case. Which officer do we have out here? Is this Officer Robinson?
You're probably referring to me. I'm
Oh.
no longer an officer. I actually retired last year and hired back into the city as a civilian employee. So just to clarify that, sorry.
Oh, okay, well, that sounds like the best of both worlds. So,
Well,
all right,
working IT.
raise your right hand, state your full name, sir.
Jonathan Yakimovich.
And spell that for the court reporter, please.
Yakimovich.
And Jonathan is common spelling, Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
I do.
You may lower your hand. Attorney Upshaw, do you want to do, Madam Prosecutor, it's kind of your burden. So do you want to do this or do you want to have defer to Attorney Upshaw?
It is Mr. Upshaw's motion, so I'll let him go first.
Okay, thank you. How you doing, sir?
Pretty well. Been a long time since I've seen you, sir.
It's been a while. It's always a pleasure. You're aware of the fact that defense has requested the dash cam as well as the body cam, correct?
Yes.
You provided, the body cam was provided, is that correct?
From, I believe, one of the officers, yes.
Okay, why wasn't the dash cam provided?
When I did my search and when I talked to our watch guard vendor, the video was not available.
Okay, and the reason why, give us a reason why the video, that part of the video is not available.
Well, there's, I mean, several hypothetical reasons. It's not an exact piece. And because it's so old that the database doesn't keep logs that long. So we looked around. Some of the reasons are the size of the file was so large that it never uploaded, because every time it tries to upload and then say the car leaves the station to go on another run, it stops and has to come back and restart again. Another piece could be that when the video was given.
Without you,
You have to let him answer your question. You're stopping him now.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Oh, I mean, just another reason could be when they triggered the video, that one didn't start recording for that event when they hit the lights and sirens.
Okay, my question is, you don't know why it was not provided, correct?
No, there's no exact reason. I just know that when I search for it, it's not available.
And when you didn't start to what, 2 years after the offense? You didn't look for it?
About a month ago.
A month ago. And you're aware of the fact that this case occurred on February the 6th, 2021, correct?
I believe that's,
We'll stipulate to that date, right?
yeah, I don't know the exact date, but.
Okay.
Counsel, you can stipulate with assistant court counsel, but not with the officer if he wasn't available or he wasn't working there at that time. So
I apologize for rushing into judge, but that's why I was talking to the city attorney.
Oh,
And it is stipulated too, as this isn't the arresting officer, so you might not know the date. It is February 6th, 2021.
all right.
And you stated you started looking for the video last month, which is June of 2023, correct?
It came to me about a month ago to look into why there was no video. It's not my job to actually provide it.
Okay, and my only question to you is this. Normally when the body cam and the dash cam is hooked up to the same system, correct?
When they get on duty, yes, the officers will sync their body cams to the vehicle.
And when you sync your body cam to the video is being recorded not only on your body cam, but also on the dash cam, correct?
When it's triggered, yes.
Nothing further.
Ms. Rogers?
Yes, thank you. Good morning. Thank you for appearing this morning.
No problem.
If you could describe what your current job is at DPD.
I am the system supervisor over like the server infrastructure. So
Yeah.
all the storage, the servers, and the applications.
Okay, and what duties do you perform? Are you the kind of the keeper of the videos?
I make sure that the system is working properly. Actually, the videos are stored in the cloud through Motorola now. So we make sure that as the video uploads, it actually, the system is in sync. So it's loading everything up into the cloud.
Okay, and how long have you been doing this position?
This current position, just over a year, but overall, 20 years or so.
Okay, and what training or experience do you have to be able to perform these duties?
Oh, I've had multiple certifications from Microsoft, cybersecurity, ITIL, networking. Over the last 20 years, probably 15, 20 certifications.
Okay, and you're familiar with WatchGuard, correct?
Yes, yes.
And so why we're here today is to deal with the videos and that a body cam has been produced, but not the dash cam. If you could explain how those are separate, how the dash cam and scout car could exist not together.
Yep. So even though, okay, so the body cams sync to the car at the beginning of the shift, but they get off the device differently. So the video gets off the device. So the body cams at the end of the shift, they put in a docking station, which then starts dumping the video through a network cable, uploads it to the cloud for, the viewing. The scout cars are a little set up differently. They have a DVR in the car where they're driving around recording video. And then when they come back to the station, it is uploading the video like wirelessly, just like the wireless stuff we're talking on right now. So the different ways that it uploads, with the way the cars are used quite frequently, there's always a delay in a backlog, where the body cams, when they're synced, the system doesn't check out a body cam that has low battery or a large amount of data on it. It picks another camera to issue to somebody, for like say the next shift.
Okay, so with the scout car specifically, it's delayed when it uploads?
Because of the amount of video that's being generated, it only uploads when they come back to a precinct or like say to the jail or one of the places that has a hotspot. So as they're generating video, it's storing on the hard drive of that DVR in the vehicle. And then you're waiting for that vehicle to park long enough in order to start uploading that video to get to the servers in the cloud.
Okay. So would an officer not know that the video is not uploading?
Objection to speculation, Judge. He wouldn't know what the officer knows.
First of all, counsel, if it's something that's happening automatically in a system and the officer is not a part of that, because the officer Vakinovich, and I think I really
that's okay.
Said that the video is in the scout car is slaving off of the video from the body cam, but it's not uploaded into the system until he gets back into the precinct or someplace where there was a hotspot. Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
So the officer, based on what you just said, the officer doesn't see if it's uploading or not, does he?
No, if the DVR is filling up in the vehicle, it will flash like a red screen to show that it's running low on space.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's kind of a seamless piece.
All right. Okay.
Thank you, George. That was my question. So in real time, if the video is not uploading, the officer won't be able to tell in the scout car?
No.
Okay. And in this case specifically, you looked to see why there wasn't scout car, that's correct?
I mean, I performed a search and saw that there was no video, and then I engaged Motorola, WatchGuard. Motorola is the parent company, and our support with them, and tried to have them look. They searched the database, but without the unique file ID that's generated that would show, like in our search results, when you're actually searching for video, it's a needle in the haystack. So he looked around, we were able to find nothing. And in the search results, that time frame, nothing came back. The earlier, I think, about an hour earlier, 8:30 that day, there was a short video clip from a separate incident.
And when nothing comes back, is there any code of why no videos coming back, or it just isn't there?
No, their logging is very primitive, and it only keeps like a primitive log for about 30 days in their database.
Okay. And in this case, did you see anything that a scout car video related to this incident was deleted?
No, nothing
And
shows.
Okay, thank you. And is the officer that is driving the scout car, is that officer able to delete video in real time?
No, only watch guard and system admins like myself or my team.
Okay. And if a video was deleted, would there be any record of the video being deleted?
It would probably in that audit log, which only captures for so many 30 days or so.
Okay. And in a case like this with a traffic stop, does the scout car video come on automatically?
When they engage, I think it's like a level 2 in their lights, it's like 1, 2, 3. So once they get to the second thing, when the lights come on, the red and blues, it'll engage the video, which would then also trigger the body cam if it's synced.
Okay. And you said about a month ago is when you looked into this scout car video not being present, correct?
I mean, yeah, that's when I received my subpoena and stuff, and that's when I started looking into it and then engaged with Motorola.
And you don't typically handle the discovery for the city attorney's office, correct?
No, it's handled mainly now by detectives and things like that.
Nothing further, thank you.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes.
Mr. Yuckerman, when you went back a month ago, you didn't see anything in the system, correct?
Correct.
You don't even see the body worn camera in the system, correct?
Just for the one officer.
That was already observed and gave, correct?
No, that's in there.
Right, that's what I'm saying, that's the one. Now, if the dash cam was there and no one preserved it past 90 days, it would remove itself or you wouldn't be able to see it any longer, correct?
No, they changed that. We keep our video now indefinitely.
From 2021?
Since the George Floyd protests, some court cases happened. It went up to Michigan Supreme Court, and we have to keep our video that's uploads and gets into the system indefinitely. So
Okay, so based upon testifying that when the siren and the lights went off, it goes automatically records into the dash cam, correct?
yes,
Okay, and you have absolutely no reason to tell this honorable court why it wasn't preserved, correct?
no definitive reason. No,
You don't know whether it was the equipment, you have no information and no reports that the equipment was malfunctioning at this time, correct?
correct.
You have nothing to say that the machine was repaired 3 or 4 or 5 days after this incident, correct?
I do not. Correct.
So based upon what you can see in the, okay. So all the reasons why you say the machine, that we do not have a copy of the dash cam, you're basically speculating, correct? And guessing.
Just some experiences from when detectives question me about why can't I find this for other incidents.
But my answer is, my question is, you're guessing, correct?
He didn't say that, counsel. He gave you all the reasons why it would not be there. Now, anything else would be speculative. He said, these are the reasons why it might not be there. Now, why it's not there, I can't tell you, but these are the reasons why it would not show up.
You're not telling this honorable court that the video on the dash never existed, correct?
I can't say that it ever existed. No,
It may not have, correct?
it could have existed on the car and never made it to the server. Yes, that's possible.
Do you know what type of video or equipment was on this particular car?
The watch guard EL4, I believe, setup. Their body cam setup.
Nothing further.
Court has a question. Sir, there's a traffic stop. And the dash cam activates because the overhead lights have activated. That's what happens.
Yes, sir.
Officer steps away from the car. He has a body cam, correct?
Yes.
The camera that's in the vehicle is looking at the back of the vehicle if there's a traffic stop?
There's a rear facing camera for the back seat, but no, it'd be facing forward.
Yeah, but with
We'll look at the
respect,
back of the, yes, yeah, correct, yes.
with respect to the anybody they stop, the camera is looking at the back of the car.
Yes,
It would not show what's going on inside the car. That would all be recorded from the officer's body cam. Is that correct?
correct.
At some point, that body cam camera information is reflected back and then synced up with the dash cam. So you have the dash cam in the car having the back of the car, but it's also picking up or at some point it picks up what comes from the officer's body cam, right?
Yes, sir.
So what comes from the body cam would have never shown up on the car dash cam had it not been from the body cams, correct?
Yeah, you can't review it like in the car. It's stored separately on the camera itself.
So anything that is shown on a body cam inside a vehicle from a stop is just the data that has just been taken from the body cam and transferred to the dash cam.
Minus the rear seat camera, yes.
Yeah, minus that. That's not even.
Yeah, but yeah, if it's in the front area of the vehicle,
Right.
yes, it's from their
Okay.
body.
All right. So if you have a body cam, that is all the information that you would ever have gotten from a dash cam, correct? I mean, with respect to what's going on inside the vehicle.
Yes,
Stop the vehicle.
yes.
Because the dash cam is never recording that.
No, normally if it would, you'd be seeing the steering wheel or dashboard.
Okay, all right. That answers my question. Thank you. Any questions based on mine, counsel? Either one of you?
Question. The dash cam, when the officer got behind the target vehicle, the dash cam would have showed the method of travel and as the car was being pulled over, correct?
Yes, sir.
Nothing further, Judge.
All right. Anything else from this witness, Madam Assistant Court Counsel?
Yes, just a few more questions. So officer, this isn't an issue of preserving the video. Is this a technical issue here that was never uploaded?
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, we don't see it in the system. So it never made it to the system where because it's a cloud-based system where you can actually log in and, search for your videos. We don't see it in there. So it'd be a technical issue probably that it never triggered or never uploaded from that DVR in the car.
Thank you. Is there any remedy if the video does not upload to the cloud?
If you can get to it in a timely manner, like several days, you can go to the vehicle itself and, they could diagnose the vehicle.
Is there any double checks in the system that says, hey, there was a stop, there's a body cam, and it is not uploaded to the dash cam, which means that never made it into the system?
No, they link together.
Redundancy checks, pardon me?
There's no like checks and balances. It just that it links together when it's synced.
Right, okay.
Nothing further, thank you.
Attorney Upshaw, can we release this witness?
Yes.
All right, sir, you're free to go. Thank you for your appearance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney Upshaw?
Judge, what I think is unfair and somewhat unexplained is that the officer went to preserve the body worn camera which doesn't help in the reason for the stop at all. We believe we have a very viable defense here in justifying that it was an unlawful stop. Just for the record, Your Honor, it's alleged that his blood alcohol level was 0.09 and that he was doing this swerving in the road. Now, Judge, the witness that just testified, he starts looking 2+ years after the event. It was no reason that when they was first grabbing the body worn camera, they couldn't attempt to pull and make note of the dash camera. No, when you request the body worn camera, you request the dash camera. You look into the machine, there was nothing about the machine not working, malfunctioning, a repair order, evidence text needed. Case law says that one case, and you have my motion, Judge, but when a party destroys, and we're not saying destroy, or loses material evidence, whether intentionally or unintentionally, there's an unfair prejudice against the moving party here. The whole reason that he was pulled over would have been shown on this dash camera, and there's no other reason to dispute it. That's the sole purpose in having the dash cam.
What do you mean there's no other reason to dispute what, counsel? I don't understand.
Well, Judge, my client, it's all about having a fair trial.
Yes.
And without him taking the neck of preserving the fair trial. Now, they've been prosecuting my client for a while. This over 2.5 years or 2 years and 3 or 4 months, they never even attempted to look for the dash cam in 2 years. Now, he wasn't the IT tech or whatever, and you heard him, so I'm not gonna try to explain it because I know you've done multiple cases like this. But all case law says that the key part is that the officer and the prosecutor, the officer and the prosecutor have a duty to preserve evidence. They charged him with drunk driving. They knew the evidence that's showing that they had a reason to stop him should be on the dash cam. They know without preserving that, my client cannot get up there and contradict the officer or show evidence that's in his favor because they took no efforts at all to preserve it. How can you say, Judge, 2.5 years later, we're gonna try to look for this evidence? They never looked for it. And when you look at the case law, the burden shouldn't be upon a civilian, a defendant, when he's being accused. When you're being accused of someone of this crime, you have a duty to preserve the evidence.
Ms. Rogers?
Thank you. Regarding the time frame here, this case has gone on for a while. The incident date is February 6, 2021, and we are dealing with a misdemeanor here. The court rules in misdemeanors do not give automatic discovery. It has to be requested. The discovery request came from defense on March 24th, 2023. That is why it took a while for the search of the scout card to begin, because the discovery request is what triggers this. And the discovery request happened 2 years later. That is why the witness today was looking recently for the video because of the timing of the discovery request. I understand the incident date. Looking at the court rules, there's no mandatory discovery here. It's done based on request, and everything that the people have in the people's possession has been produced to the defense. The people have produced a complete warrant packet, the arrest report, the vet report, the officer daily report, the incident investigation report, and Detroit Police Officer Justine Wheeler's body cam. I do agree with Defense Counsel. It would be better if we had the scout cam footage. It's not required though. The people have to produce what exists and what is in our possession. This scout cam video that we just heard testimony of simply does not exist. It isn't a preservation issue, it's a technical issue. Unfortunately, WatchGuard and the system that they use for the scout cars and the body cams, it's a good system. It's not a perfect system though. And for some reason, the scout camera footage did not upload. It wasn't anything to do with not preserving it long enough. It simply wasn't on the system. There's nothing nefarious going on here. It's a simple technical issue. And defense is also forgetting that there is evidence besides body cam and dash cam. There's live testimony from the arresting officers about what happened that day, what they saw, and why they made the stop. The people are prepared to move to trial and are asking for this motion to be denied based on there's no nefarious reason that there's no scout car here. It's a simple technical issue. That's why I didn't upload. There's no due process violation here, as there is live testimony of the officers that can happen at the trial about what happened here. Because of that, I'm asking for this motion to be denied.
Judge, one brief moment. I would just like to cite the Brady case that I cited in paragraph 18. And I read from it. It says, this in turn means the individual prosecutor has a duty to learn of any favorable evidence known to the others acting in the government's behalf, including the police. But whether the prosecutor succeeds or fails in meeting this obligation, whether that is failure to disclose is in good faith or bad faith, the prosecutor's responsibility, the failing to disclose known favorable evidence arising in the material is inescapable. Now, Judge, what the prosecutor left out.
You left out something. You left something out on that too, counsel. You said they must disclose all information that is favorable or not favorable, not just something that is by mistake. So that's true. That's not accurate reading of what that says, counsel. Go ahead.
Now, Judge, what I'm getting at is that my client, this case occurred on February the 6th, 21. The prosecutor at that time deciding the police department took at that time to start charging my client. They arrested him, we took him to jail, they printed him, etc. They didn't, and I know times was hard, but they didn't charge him for a year later. So he couldn't have made a discovery report early. They took a full year before they charged him. Now they preserved the other evidence, but they didn't preserve this one. And that's what I'm saying. Since they took on the duty to charge him and preserve what evidence they preserved.
Again, that's a misstatement, counsel. They said that they tried to upload the information. It did not upload. So they did what they were supposed to do. Because there's a technical glitch in the system, then that's not the officers not doing their duty.
Judge,
the expectation that something. Well, go ahead.
But Judge, Officer Yanovich said he's trying to upload this 2.5 years later. He didn't say, he looked in the report, there was no prior request to preserve it. I asked him, was there anything to show that someone looked and tried to make a repair? He said he couldn't see any of that. So he doesn't have a report. They didn't preserve the report as to attempting to upload it, whether it uploaded. He has no report. What he's saying is generally what could have happened. Now, if you're going to charge an individual, Judge, you had a duty to preserve it. And I'm not going to be repetitious, but he does. There's nothing in this file to say they tried to preserve.
Also, he said that the system, when they take it back, it automatically preserves it. If it's working properly, it automatically does it. They don't have to do some manual interface. It's done automatically, and there's an expectation that it did.
I just never heard that. I always heard if I didn't request it in 90 days, it started erasing, but thank you.
No, that's not the traffic cams. There's other types of discovery material things that happen. So every system is different. So in any event, based on what, anything else, Madam Attorney?
Very briefly, just to clarify the timeline here. So incident date is February 6th, 2021. The city attorney's office signed this warrant on February 8th, 2021, but the charges were not authorized by a magistrate until February 4th, 2021. So the prosecution, the city attorney's office signed 2 days later.
February 9th, 22.
What I have on the warrant. Well, it's either February 8th or February 9th of, no, it's 2021. The prosecution signed the warrant 2 days later. Some of the holdup was on the court's end with the magistrate authorizing the charges in February 14th of 2021. But here we're not dealing with a failure to preserve the evidence. It's a technical issue is what happened here. The video simply didn't upload. Things happen, unfortunately, and it is very frustrating, but that's all that happened here. The video did not upload, so it does not exist. That's why it wasn't produced. Because of that, I'm asking for the motion to be denied.
The court has heard the testimony of the officer and the testimony of, and the questioning and argument by both attorneys. In this particular case, one, we recognize this was during a time where of COVID, where a number of cases were backing up and things of that nature. These cases would have probably have gone to court a lot earlier had it not been from backups in the court, backups in the system of charging, and it was pretty much a mess, both judicially and just pragmatically. The testimony that I've heard today indicated that counsel, I would be 100% behind each and everything you said if there was something that happened that either required negligence or malfeasance or intentional act to destroy property. But when a system is designed where everything is automated and we rely on automation, like we all rely on our computers right now. My computer breaks down right now and dies. I've got a lot of stuff on it that I just couldn't recover. So they have a system where things like my computer backs up. My phone told me this morning that it will back up this evening once the phone is locked and on the charger, it will automatically upload, download everything new on it. Now, I expect that to happen. I don't wake up and pick up my phone and say, does everything that would have been on my phone, if it downloaded, is it there? I don't do that. I do it, I look for something when I need it. In this particular case, the officers indicated that the system is automated. Once a video camera is recorded and it gets back to a point at a precinct or someplace where it has a not a Bluetooth, but a connection with the, for lack of a better word, the hard drives where everything would be backed up on it. It's an expectation that those things have been done properly. Now, a case who kind of languishes for a while because of whatever reason, and some of that may have been COVID, and we go to look at it, I cannot say that there was anything that was done by the officers that would have been done to hurt your client or be detrimental to your client. Some things may happen that could be detrimental to your client, but that I don't know because I don't know what the video shows. I don't know. We do show, or we do have something that shows that I would suspect that we're going to court and there's talk about displaying body cam videos. So I suspect that there's something on it because I haven't heard any testimony yet. But I suspect that there's something on it that shows that is consistent with your client being or appearing to be under the influence. That again, I don't know. I would have to wait to see what the evidence says. But I recognize for the people to bring the case, they must be bringing some type of evidence. And I don't know what that is at this point, or how credible or believable it is, or how definitive it is. Because someone might say a person was appeared to be stumbling, and somebody else might look at it and say, doesn't appear to be that to me, but I have no idea what it's going to show. But certainly I have to make my decision today based on if it was an intentional act to deprive your client of his rights and copy of the video. The prosecution might say, we would love to have the video because it proves our case definitively, although it is the people's burden. And just because they don't have it, certainly they may want it. I don't know either. Again, I don't know if Ms. Rogers has seen the video. I doubt it, obviously, based on what we're hearing today, because that does not exist. Absent some type of intentional act, counsel, I have to deny your motion.
Thank you, Judge.
So are we having, is that all we were here for today? Are we having?
That's all we're here for today, Your Honor, and I just need time to see if there's another motion or if my client would wish to file an appeal. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Are we gonna set this for a future date?
I think he has to talk with his client and decide how to proceed. Counsel.
I have to put some kind of date in the system. I can't just leave it blank, so.
No, we can have it, we can just put a status conference date or something like that on the system. Mr. Relchop?
Yes.
We're gonna need a date to put into the calendar. Doesn't have to be a trial date, but it has to be a date where you gotta make a decision as to how you are going to proceed.
Let's do. About. Is 60 days good? September the 18th?
No.
No. 60 days is not good, or just that date is not good?
Well, that's not dated, plus my client is scheduled to be married on the 16th of September. I have a couple of trials, so.
You tell us a date, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Want to do 90 days?
Yes,
October 17th?
that's good.
Good day for the people.
Is that a good day for you, Mr. Mays?
Sure.
17th is.
A good day, everyone.
You as well.
Thank you, too.
Okay, before we finish with the rest of the cases for Attorney Zaranick, Attorney Bachman, can you just give me a status update, what we doing with it? Because I know this case has been going on for a minute.
Well, let's call the case so we put it on the record. Is that McLean?
Yeah, well, Attorney Bachman disappeared off the screen, so I don't know if he.
I just saw his face up there a second ago.
I know he stepped away for a second, that's why I said, well, let's.
Okay.
So Attorney Zaranick, yeah, let's get the officer case out of here first, and then I know you said somebody else was at work. So who we got?
Yeah, Arthur Mason is the one with the police officer Robinson.
Okay.
That's a plea.
Mr. Mason, can you hit *6 to unmute your device for me, please? Arthur Mason, hit *6 to unmute.
It is.
Okay, there you go.
All right, Mr.
Yeah.
Mason.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're calling in, so you do not have a camera. I need you to raise your right hand and state your full name.
Arthur Mason. Arthur James Mason.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, I do.
You may lower your hand, Mr. Mason. Mr. Mason, you have ticket number SP 138-77431. The People versus Arthur, ARTHUR Mason, MASON. Mr. Mason, you're scheduled for a trial today for failure to secure a load on some type of vehicle that can carry a cargo or payload.
I'm Zaranick for Mr. Mason, Judge. We did work out a plea agreement. Mr. Mason would plead under a 6-month delayed sentence, Judge. Officer Robinson did appear this morning.
All right, Mr. Mason.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Mason, the attorney tells me that you have, the people have made you an offer that if you pled today, let me finish, sir, that if you pled today, it will give you a 6-month delayed sentence. That means 6 months from today's date, which would be January the 17th. If you will have a fine today of $225. If you have paid that fine and you have not picked up any other cases, this matter would be dismissed on January the 17th and it would not be on your record. Is that what you understand, sir?
Yes, $225.
Yes, sir.
And don't get into anything within 6 months. And
Yep.
it won't be on my record.
It's correct.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do today, Mr. Mason?
Yes, I believe so, but I believe so, yeah.
Mr. Mason, I want you to be sure because this is your decision to make.
Yeah, I'm sure, yes.
All right, Mr. Mason, I've already sworn you, but you understand that you do have a right to have a trial today. Police officer is here, so we can go to trial. You understand that?
No, yeah, I understand that, but I don't want to go through this
Okay.
again.
And
I don't want to go through this again, no.
Mr. Mason, you gotta let me finish though. I understand that, Mr. Mason, you do understand that I have to ask you a couple of questions. Are you pleading today because you actually did fail to secure a load, sir?
Well, I guess I am. I mean, I voiced my opinion before with it.
Well, Mr. Mason, you didn't do it to me. That's why, voice your opinion with me. That's why I need to understand that you're doing this of your own free will and you don't feel like you're being forced into it. That's why
I'm doing this. I'm doing this on my own free will. Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Mason, just because I just got to be clear on that particular date, what date was that, Madam Clerk?
This date is September 6th, 2022.
Sir, on that date, did you have like either a pickup truck or some type of truck or vehicle where you could carry items in the back?
Yeah, I had a pickup truck, and I had a pickup truck in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and did you on that day were you carrying something in the back? I don't know. It could be yard items. It could be anything carried over. And whatever was in your vehicle, did you have either a tarp over it or straps to tie it down? The stuff that was in the back?
I didn't have a top on it, but I had it tied down real good. And actually, the top part of it was a refrigerator. Top part was just open a little bit at the top or whatever. That's what that was. So,
well, all right, so I don't know what that means, but was the refrigerator tied down? Did it have straps or something? How did you have it secured, sir?
Yeah. Yeah. All that was tied down, but the door was just had flapped open. The top freezer part, the little small door, not the whole door,
so
the small door.
But there was nothing else, not just the refrigerator. There was nothing else in the back of that pickup that could spill out on the road.
No. There's nothing that fell out or nothing of that type.
I didn't say it did fall out. I said nothing that could fall out.
No, nothing that could fall out. No, absolutely not.
Counsel, you have to talk to your client and say we have to do the trial. So.
Mr. Mason, you told me that it wasn't.
Counsel, take him into a breakout room.
I missed that.
The attorney's going to talk to you, sir, because I can't accept that plea. So I don't know what's.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
The attorney's going to talk to you and tell you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, can we do before you go back to Mr. Mason? Can we do the other person you said it was at work?
Yeah, McKinney.
Yes.
Alton McKinney.
Is he out? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Does Mr. Alton McKinney have any other tickets?
No, it's only the tickets that are listed on the docket, I believe. There's nothing else here.
Correct.
All right. Mr. Alton McKinney, let's see, where are you on the docket? I see you, sir. Raise your right hand, state your full name.
Alton McKinney Jr.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes, sir.
You may lower your hand. All right, Mr. McKinney, you have ticket number U224-69115. The People versus Alton, ALTON, McKinney, McKinney. Mr. McKinney, you're scheduled today for a pretrial. Clerk, it looks like there's some type of violation of a fire ordinance. I'm not sure what that might be.
The U ticket?
Yes.
The U ticket it says gas station smoking at a pump.
Okay, all right. All right, and that is a misdemeanor. That is Officer Derek Knox. Is he available? I don't know. You also have ticket number SP 11792171. Suspended driver's license. That's a misdemeanor. SP 1276661. Driver's license suspended, misdemeanor. SP 1276662. Improper plates. That is a misdemeanor. SP 129878881. Unregistered or untitled motor vehicle. That is a misdemeanor. SP 129878882. No insurance. That's a misdemeanor. SP 1424061. Driver license suspended. That is a misdemeanor. SP 117868871. Driving 16 to 20 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. That is a civil infraction. And let's see. I'll be right with you, sir. All right. Counsel?
Bob Zaranick for Mr. McKinney, Judge. He's going to plead on two matters, Judge. The U-ticket, the fire ordinance, that would be a 3-month delayed sentence. He's also pleading on a speeding ticket, which is the ticket ending in 6871, and that would be reduced to a 6 to 10 over. Everything else will be dismissed.
All right, Mr. McKinney.
Yes, sir.
You've heard the offer from the prosecutor, and for the life of me, I'm not sure why they gave you such a deal, because that is way more than that is normally done, in my opinion. They're dismissing the lowest. That would be.
Well, he did.
Go ahead, counsel.
He did show up today, Judge, with a valid registration, insurance, and license.
Okay, all right, so that is dismissing some of them, because it looks like you had like $1,500 worth of tickets that's being dismissed today.
Yes, sir. I went and paid about $2,000 worth of tickets, sir.
And that's not even these tickets, because the tickets that you paid were civil infractions, because you can't pay the misdemeanor tickets. You can only pay civil infractions. So
yes, that's what I meant, sir. Yes, sir.
No, I'm just saying. So you must be rich, man. You giving money away like that. So a lot of money. I could think a lot of money, things I would like to do with what you've already just indicated, over $2,000, and you got $1,350 here, and I'm giving the lowest ticket, the lowest amount I could give on the ticket. So, but in any event, because it could have been just from what we had today, I could have given you more for each one of those tickets. We could have doubled this. So, but anyway, we're not doing that. Mr. McKinney, you already sworn. I already swore you in. You understand that you have the right to go to trial and challenge any of these charges, except for the one speeding ticket. That's a civil infraction. You wouldn't go to trial. You'd have a formal hearing on that. But it's conducted. It looks just like a trial. It's conducted just like a trial. So you understand you'd have a right to challenge all of these in the courtroom. You'd have the right to cross-examine any witnesses from the prosecution. You have the right to call witnesses on your own behalf.
Yes, sir.
You plead responsibly, you give up that right. There's 2 tickets so that you indicated that you were gonna they made the offer on that fire ordinance ticket, counsel. Which one, what was gonna be the offer?
That was a 3-month delayed sentence, Judge.
So that's charged 3-month delayed. Okay. And the other ticket, the speeding ticket, is going down to what?
6 to 10.
6 to 10. Okay. All right. All right, sir. You understand that the That U ticket U224691115, people made an offer. If you fled to that today as charged, it'll give you a 3-month delayed sentence. I mean, 3 months from today's date, which would be October the 17th. On that date, if your fine has been paid and this and you not picked up any other charges like this, this matter would be dismissed. It will not be on your record. On the ticket SP 117866, strike that, SP 11786871, on the date
March 22nd, 2021.
on March 22nd, 2021, were you driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit, you were driving at least 16 miles over the speed limit?
Yes, sir.
Will find you responsible for driving 6 to 10 over. And on that other ticket,
The offense date was July 26, 2015.
July 25th,
26,
and the year was what?
2015.
All right, sir, on ticket U22466, strike that, U224691115, on the date of July 26, 2015, were you in the city of Detroit, specifically at a gas station, and you were smoking a cigarette, sir?
Yes, sir.
Will find you guilty of that as charged, but the court is going to give you a 3-month delayed sentence. I've already indicated 3 months from today's date will be October the 17th. On that date, if your fine, which is going to be $225, is paid, and you have not picked up any other tickets, that matter will be dismissed on that date, and it will not be on your record. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
The other matters would all be dismissed. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Do you know how to pay these tickets?
Yes, sir. I can pay it online.
Now, that 3-month delayed sentence, sir, on October 17th, you do not have to come back. You do not have to come back to see or hear me say this matter is dismissed. You are welcome to come back and hear us say it is dismissed, but you do not have to come back, sir.
Okay.
So, like I said, if you want to come in on that date and hear me say, call the case and say this matter is dismissed, it's not on your record, you can do that. But if everything is good, you've not picked up any other tickets like this, and then it'll just be dismissed, so.
Okay.
All right, okay. If you have no other questions, you're all set to go, sir.
Okay. Thank you. You have a great rest of your day, Judge.
You also.
Attorney Zarani, did you want to go talk to Mr. Mason while I find out what Mr. Baughman is going to do with his case?
We could do 2 real quick ones if you want, a bench trial and a dismissal.
Okay.
What do you have, counsel?
Annie Moore is a bench trial judge.
Annie?
M-O-O-R-E.
I got it. Miss Annie Moore, unmute your microphone, state your full name, please.
Annie Moore.
State your full name.
Annie Moore.
I'm sorry, I meant to, yeah, I see you raised your hand, thank you. Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Moore, you have ticket number SX418491191. People versus Annie, A-N-N-I-E. Last name is Moore, M-O-O-R-E. Ms. Moore, you have 1 charge of operating a motor vehicle without a valid license. That is a misdemeanor. You also have SX418491192. Madam Clerk, I'm looking at the shorthand on my docket sheet. What is this, limited access?
The offer originally was a limited access 6 to 10 and a dismissal and a no acts judge, but we just like to set up for a bench trial.
All right. All right, Ms. Moore, you understand you do have a constitutional right to have a trial, and you do have a right to choose a jury trial over a bench trial. A jury trial is when 6 members from the community will listen to the evidence and make a determination if that evidence rises to a level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. A bench trial, some people refer to it as a judge trial. A judge will do the same thing, listen to the evidence and make a determination if the evidence rises to the level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes.
And you have a choice, and you, counsel indicated you decided to let a judge like myself, does not have to be me, well, could probably be me, but I could have an off day or sick day or something like that, or heaven forbid, anything else. But in any event, you get to choose, and you've decided to have a bench trial. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. We're going to give you a trial date of August the 29th, August the 29th at 9 a.m. If you have any witnesses that you want to come in and testify on your behalf, you let them know to come out on Zoom on August the 29th. This trial will be on Zoom, man. Let them know that they can come out on August 29th. They cannot be in the same location as you. They cannot listen to you testify. You cannot listen to them testify. They have to be in a separate location, but they can come out and testify on your case and on your behalf. You understand?
Yes.
All right. You have any other questions, ma'am?
No.
All right. Well, good luck to you, ma'am. You can sign off. We'll see you back on August the 29th.
And the other quick one, Judge, is Marcus Irvine.
Okay. Mr. Irvine.
Yes, I'm here, sir.
All right. Turn your camera on, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Mr. Irvine, I need you to raise your right hand and state your full name.
Marcus Irvine.
Mr. Irvine, I'm gonna have to put you out. You are driving. It is illegal to be driving and be on Zoom. You can't talk on the phone. You cannot be in court. I'm signing you off. When you get someplace to park, you call back.
I'm pulling over now, sir. I'm pulling over now. I'm pulling over now.
Put your hand down and drive, sir. Stop looking at the camera.
I'm stopped.
All right. All right. In the future, Mr. Irvine, I'm not even gonna give you that option. I'm just gonna sign you off. Now you have an accident. You say, well, I was in court. No, you cannot be in court and on Zoom. This takes up your attention. You have to be, this is very distracting. All right. This is, again, ticket number SP 144555371, People versus Marcus, M-A-R-C-U-S, Irvine, I-R-V-I-N-E. Charged with 1 count of no insurance. That is a misdemeanor.
Judge, he did show valid insurance today. We were going to move for dismissal based on valid documentation.
Very well. Mr. Irvine, the attorney has indicated that you have provided him with proof of insurance, which means you are compliant with the law today. And as a result of that, the people are dismissing this case. You can sign off, you can start driving and move on. So this matter is dismissed.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you sign off. You go. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
I'll be right back, Judge. I'll go talk to Mr. Mason.
Okay. Attorney Bachman went to go get his client, judge, out of the breakout room, and it's gonna be a trial day.
Okay.
We're gonna set it for 10 a.m.
Very well.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Officer Robinson. How are you today?
Not bad. Just want to inform you that I did send pictures of Mr. Mason's vehicle to Ms. Rogers if you wanted to see the vehicle.
All right. Did you send it to Mr. Boffman as well?
No, just to Ms. Rogers. I only have her number.
Okay. All right. She can send it to Attorney Boffman.
Okay, thank you.
Attorney's arraigned.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Madam Clerk?
Attorney's arraigned.
Oh, Attorney's around it. Okay.
Attorney Boffman is out here on Miss McLean.
Yeah, thank you.
And we're ready to call it.
Is it?
She's out here.
Okay, Miss McLean.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ms. McLean, I need you to raise your right hand.
Yes, raise my right hand.
No, Mr. Mason, I'm not talking to you. Mute your microphone. Press *6, Mr. Mason. Thank you. All right. Ms. Mason, Ms. Kennedy Mason, Arthur Mason has the same last name. That's where the confusion is.
My last name is McLean.
Raise your right hand when you do this, ma'am. Raise your right hand, state your full name.
It's Kennedy McLean, not Mason.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I need my glasses. Keep your hand up, ma'am. Yeah, some days I need them more than others. All right, Miss Kennedy McLean. Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Ms. McLean, you have case number or ticket number Z8086711, the People versus Kennedy, Kennedy, McLean, McLean. Ms. McLean, you're charged with having a high blood alcohol content or blood alcohol content of 0.17 or more. Today is the date and time for a show cause. Counsel?
May I please support Your Honor, Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant P55052. Ma'am, one more time, your name for the record, please.
Kennedy McLean.
Thank you, Ms. McLean. Judge, we would ask that a not guilty plea be entered for any purpose of arraignment, that we waive a formal reading of the information or complaint, and ask that the matter be set for a trial date, please, as there is a genuine material issue of fact.
Very well, counsel. Certainly, plea of not guilty has been and still is in place for Ms. McLean. She didn't show up before, but that didn't change her plea status. Mr. Baughman, you've indicated you want to have a trial. Are you retained or were you appointed on this case, sir?
I'm appointed by the MIDC, Your Honor.
Okay. And what type of trial are we going to have? So you said we're going to have a trial. Is that going to be a bench trial or a jury trial?
The defendant is aware of her right to a jury trial. I believe at this time she's going to waive that right here and now and proceed and ask for a bench trial by way of Zoom. Is that right, Ms. McLean?
Yes.
Ms. McLean, you had a certain amount of I'm not sure in your voice there. So let's get this clear. So
Oh no, I can hear it went in and out. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, counsel was just asking, was it your decision to have a bench trial or a judge trial as opposed to a jury trial?
Yes, bench trial is without.
Well. All right, Ms. McLean. Madam Clerk, you said we're going to have a later date on this or later time on this?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock on the normal trial date? No, you said something later.
Yes, August 29th.
August 29th. All right, Ms. McLean, we're gonna have you back here on August the 29th. August the 29th at 10 a.m. on that date and time. You'll be scheduled for your trial.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We have you scheduled for that date, ma'am. It may go a little bit later. I don't know how big the docket is going to be on that day, but we will get you our trial done that morning.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. We'll see you on that date.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. McLean, I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Have a great day, everybody.
You as well, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Who do we have left, counsel?
Attorney Rogers, did you need to speak to somebody?
Yes, I'm here in Officer Robinson's matter. He said that the plea was not entered based on the factual basis not being able to be entered.
We're going to try again right now on Mr. Mason, Judge. We're
Okay.
back on Mr. Mason.
Okay.
And I do, if you need to see, I have some photos of the incident.
All right. All right, Ms. Rogers, why don't we just, Attorney Durang, do we need to look at the photos?
No, Your Honor, we're ready.
All right, back on the record on SP 138774431, the People versus Mr. Arthur Mason. Mr. Mason was charged with failing to secure a load on a pickup type vehicle. And Mr. Mason was making out a plea that his factual basis was sufficient. Counsel Zoranic, and I don't know if that's because Mr. Mason was avoiding or if he just didn't understand exactly what the charges were. So and how they apply.
So-
In any event, you've had an opportunity to speak with your client, is that correct?
I did. And
Yeah, I just
Mr.
wanted-
Mason, can you hear me? Mr. Mason?
Mr. Mason, hit *6 to unmute.
Mr. Mason, unmute
Mr.
your
Mason.
microphone, press the star
to
sign and
unmute,
number
sir.
6.
That, okay.
Oh, we got you back now, Mr. Mason. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
back on the record. Mr. Mason, you had an opportunity to speak with the attorney in the breakout room, in a private room, correct?
Right.
And he explained some things to you, is that correct?
Yes, he did.
Counsel, I'll let you go with this.
So, Mr. Mason, is it true that when you were hauling your refrigerator in the back of that pickup truck, it was not tied down securely, correct?
Correct. It was not tied down security. You are correct. Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Mason, we had to come back and ask you this question because I don't want you to just say what you think is necessary to get a plea. I don't want you to do that. I only want you, you can only plead if you are guilty, sir. In other words, if I just took a plea just because we want to get through this, then that would be a court of convenience, not a court of justice. We don't want convenience. We want justice. You understand that, sir?
Yes, I understand. It wasn't tied down. Yeah, I understand that. I got it now.
Okay, I don't understand. Then why did you tell me it was tied down earlier, sir?
Yeah, well, I have no idea, but actually, I tried to explain it wasn't tied down.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Mr. Mason, because like I said, we're ready to go to trial right now, so, but, all right, Mr. Mason, you have, I don't know, sometimes I've seen cases where people, have done things, they just have a hard time saying it or admitting it, and you've indicated this time you come back and you actually say it was not tied down. And that's the truth, Mr. Mason?
Yes, it is.
All right, Mr. Mason. The court will find, what was the offer?
It's a 6-month delayed sentence, Judge.
All right, Mr. Mason, I have to give you a fine. Your fine is gonna be $225. $225, Mr. Mason, and I'm gonna give you a date. 6 months from today's date, that's gonna be January 17th. On that date, Mr. Mason, if that $225 is paid, and you have not picked up any other cases like this, then this matter would be dismissed and it would not be on your record. You understand that, Mr. Mason?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Mr. Mason, I'm gonna give you the full 6 months to pay that $225. You don't have to pay it right away. You don't have to pay it at one time. You can pay $10 here, $20 there, however you choose to do it. Okay?
Okay. All right.
You sounded like this was gonna be a little tight on you, sir. So $225 pay, like I said, break it up any kind of way you want, as long as 6 months from now, that whole $225 is paid.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do you know how to pay, sir?
Pardon me?
Do you know how to pay?
Yeah, yes, I could pay online, couldn't I?
Yes, sir, you can. All right, sir, since you know how to do that, you're all set. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah. All right, thank you. All right. All right. Okay.
Officer Robinson, you know,
Have a good
I don't know. You one of those people that look like every time I see you out here, maybe it's the Zoom, look like you're getting younger.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
All right, be safe out there, sir.
You and your staff have a good day. Thank you.
Do we only have we got Mr. Mannings and Mr. Miller left, is that it?
You can call either one, Judge. They're both pleased.
All right, I see Mr. Mannings. He shows up first on my camera on the square before Mr. Miller, so that's how I'm choosing. All right, Mr. Manning, let's see, where are you on my docket here?
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Manning, I need you to raise your right hand and state your full name.
My name is Emmanuel Alexander Mannings.
All right, Mr. Manning, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
You may lower your hand, Mr. Manning. Mr. Manning, do you have ticket number SP 142-13441? People versus Emmanuel Mannings. Emmanuel, some people have two M's, you have one. E-M-A, strike that, E-M-A-N-U-E-L. Is that correct spelling, sir?
Yes. Middle name Alexander.
Okay, I got that. Right now, I just really need the last name on there. Mannings, M-A-N-N-I-N-G-S.
Correct.
With one count of operating a motor vehicle with a suspended license. And how are we going to proceed today, counsel?
There's an offer, Judge, to plead to a reduced charge of failure to display. Mr. Mannings wants to take that offer.
All right, Mr. Mannings, you've already raised your hand. You've sworn to tell the truth. You understand you have a constitutional right to have a trial where you could challenge the testimony and fight it.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to present evidence on your own behalf, witnesses on your own behalf. You have a right to testify on your own behalf. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You pleaded that you give up that right. Is that you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
You pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And clerk, the date?
I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. Who we doing? Emmanuel, okay.
Mannings.
Mannings.
Emmanuel Mannings.
February 11, 2023.
On that date, Mr. Mannings, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit with a suspended license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will find you guilty of the amended and reduced charge of fail to display. Mr. Mannings, you have a fine of $225. Can you pay that right away or do you need time?
Can I just have a little time?
You can have a little time, sir. You can have whatever you really need. Tell me what you need.
I get paid every 2 weeks, so I can like pay the whole thing next Friday.
Okay, well, Mr. Mannings, I'm not gonna make you do that at one time. How about I give you 60 days? 60 days, and you can break it up. You could pay $20 here, $30, however you want to do it, as long as it's all paid in 60 days. 60 days will be September the 18th.
Yes.
You can pay it all at one time if you want to, but I'm just giving you an opportunity to break it up over a period of time.
Oh, I really appreciate it.
Okay. Mr. Mannings, do you know how to pay?
Yes, kiosk.
Yep, you can do that at a kiosk. All right, sir. September 18th, like I said, you can stop at a kiosk and drop off $10 tomorrow and $20 next week, or however you want to do it. $225 in 8 weeks, sir. All right.
Okay, no problem.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Okay.
All right, we have Mr. Miller left, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Attorney Zaranek, you ready on Mr. Terrell Miller?
Ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Miller, raise your right hand, state your full name.
Terrell Miller.
Keep your voice up, Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller, you have ticket number. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Miller, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yep, yes.
All right. You may lower your hand, Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller, you have ticket number SP 144255521. People versus Terrell, T-E-R-R-E-L-L. Last name is Miller, M-I-L-L-E-R. Miller, on this ticket, you have misdemeanor for no insurance. And you also have SP 1442461. You have a civil infraction for defective brakes. Counsel?
Judge, the offer on Mr. Miller's case is to dismiss the 521 ticket, the no insurance, and he would plead on the 621 defective brakes.
Mr. Miller, have you fixed those brakes?
Yeah, those brakes.
Do you have a receipt?
I ain't got no receipt, but I can go out there and show you them brakes. I can go out there and.
What, you gonna take your wheel off and show me the brakes, sir?
I mean, you talking about the brake lights? Because it was the brake lights, right?
It says defective brakes. I'm not sure what the ticket says.
It had to be defective brake lights.
Okay. Counsel, what does the ticket say? Or Madam Clerk, what does the ticket say?
It just says defective brakes. It don't say whether it's the lights or not.
No, he pulled me over. My brake light was out. My tail light.
If you had to pull you over, that means he couldn't see a brake light. You wouldn't be able to see. Okay. But what you say? You gonna show me that? How about your insurance? You got insurance today, sir?
What it is I got the car for that insurance is the Dodge Ram. I got a new car. I got a
That's
Dodge
okay,
Ram.
sir. All I need to do is see that you have insurance.
Can I email them to you? Because I ain't got them on paper, but I got them on the internet. Is there a way I can email them?
Email it to me right now.
I can you know what? Yeah, I could if you could.
We gotta give you the email address. Madam Clerk, could you text me the email address?
Because I think I saved it to my pictures. Like I ain't because I knew.
Well, if you haven't saved it to your picture, you can take a picture of it, and you can take a picture of it right now and email it to us, sir.
I got a picture. I believe I got a picture saved right of just of that.
Well, go ahead and take a look, sir. You know you are the last person. Take a couple of minutes and see if you got it.
Cool, thanks. I appreciate that. It shouldn't be take that long for real. I just got to remember how to work this one. Just one.
If they sent you your insurance on your phone, so all you got to do is go to your policy and just forward that to us. You don't have to take a picture of it. Madam Clerk.
Yes.
Can we just give him another date for later in the week or something? We could just email that to us.
Sure, Thursday.
Mr. Miller.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No, I couldn't. You were muted. What did you say?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm saying I'm cool with that. Like if you could give me another day, and then I can get all that for you. You know what I'm saying? I can really get it all for you by the end of the day, but I just have to go probably even call them or something.
But we're not going to wait for you at the end of the day. So what you do is just you get it all together. You get it by the end of the day or tomorrow, and you send it to us before, so we don't have to wait for you to send it on Thursday. You send it Wednesday for us, and when you come out here, we see your name and we see we got it, and we'll just call you and get you out of here.
Okay, that's cool then. Yep, that'll work. Can I get an email address to send it to?
Yes, we can. I think Madam Clerk might have sent it to you already. Did you send it to him, Madam Clerk?
I did.
Look at your chat, sir.
Text message.
No, look at your chat on your. You see chat on the bottom of your screen.
Okay, I got you.
Just click on chat. You see chat?
Yeah, I got it. I'm about to screenshot it though.
Yeah, screenshot it so you don't lose it when you get off the system.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, we
can that to us Wednesday night, so we'll have it on Thursday and we'll get you right out of here.
Okay, cool. All right, thanks, man. So come back on Zoom Thursday.
Thursday morning at 8:30, sir.
Thursday morning 8:30. Okay, I'll be there.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
We done. I see you at 1:30, Cynthia.
Yay. See you at 1:30. See you tomorrow, Judge. Bye.
Okay.
Attorney Zaranick.
Thank you, Attorney Zaranick.
All right, goodbye. Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
Bye-bye.